Okay, so there's several different ways that a district can assess if their growth plan is working, if their teacher evaluation system's working. Do we capture the right professional development for our teachers? And I think we do that in several different ways. With our teacher group, we use professional learning summaries. So if they attend something, then we want to have their feedback. We work a lot with the theory of Kirkpatrick, who looks at, what's their reaction to the learning? Did we change their behavior? Is there an impact on student learning? So we want to kind of get the levels of information. We use a lot of survey information. Sometimes that comes in as reactionary, but we do learning walks in our school district. And I'll give you an example. I do a curriculum learning walk when we're in implementation of a new curriculum. So we are focused on teacher standard number 3, which is the implementation of curriculum. Now, we may see some other things while we're in there, but we try to give the administrator and the teacher feedback on just purely that standard, a snapshot about that. If we see other things, then it's the building administrator's responsibility to go in and discuss that or provide feedback on those things. But that's just one example of using the standards in a cyclic process to make sure that we're seeing implementation at the level that we should. So looking at the rubric to evaluate our own personal growth on the 7 principles, I think it can be beneficial to give a district where are we now, where are we going, and how are we going to get there. So a lot of times we say the data doesn't lie, but sometimes we don't know where to put the data. So having a tool, having a rubric like that might enable school districts to understand where they are related to each of the 7 principles and have some action steps in place to shore up some of those gaps and ensuring that the whole model is effective and not just 1 or 2 of the principles within the model.